Hi class, welcome to our module number 5 wherein we are going to talk about all about the marketing mix. The marketing mix is an important tool used in introducing and selling products to consumers. It is the set of strategies that marketers use to effectively determine the needs of their target markets and to sell products that will respond to their needs. The essential elements of the marketing mix are the 7 P's. 4 P's, namely product, price, place, and promotion, and then additional P, which is for service businesses. With the 7 P's, marketers can effectively entice customers to purchase certain products or brands and ensure their loyalty to these brands. Now, class, by the end of this lesson, we would be able to okay, understand what are the different 7 P's and the importance of 7 P's in the business. First and foremost, when we talk about 7 P's class or 4 P's, hindi yan yung sa cash grant ng government natin ha. Just like what we have mentioned earlier, it stands for the first piece, people, price, price, product, place, and promotion. And then we have the additional 3 P's, which is a people, physical environment, and then process. Let's first define yung kambal, which is price and product. Lagi yang magkasama. Okay? Pero una, pag-usapan muna natin what a product is. Okay, when we talk about a product, these are tangible objects that a company sells to the customers for their use or consumption. Okay? So, kung ano yung mga nakikita nyo ginagamit natin ngayon, yung mga binibili natin, all of the things that we buy and can touch, okay, those are all products. Okay, kasi tangible siya. Okay, pag sinabi naman nating service, these are all intangible. And then, ito yung binibigay natin na experience sa customers natin. Kaya nga may tinatawag tayong bad customer experience or a good customer experience, 'di ba? Excellent, which is also a combination of company services and products, okay? So syempre, for example, pag sa fast food, 'di ba? Hindi lang naman yung food yung ino-offer ng fast food, even the service is also being considered as a product, 'di ba? Kasi nga hindi naman pwedeng food lang yung bibili natin doon. Syempre, pati yung paggiliw ng mga staff nila, 'di ba, ng mga managers, sa mga employees, kasama 'yan sa services. Okay? Now, class, we are also going to talk about what a product life cycle is. Kasi kung ang isang tao may life cycle, products also have life cycles. So, I will be sharing with you guys a video using our LMS, and I'd like you guys to watch that. So, we would be able to talk about it during our synchronous session. Okay? Now, let's talk about yung kambal ng product, which is yung price. Okay, so when we talk about price, this is the set of amount customers have to pay to purchase a product. Now, what are the things that we need to consider when we are setting price for a product or a service? There are 3 C's that we need to consider. First and foremost, we need to consider our company. Okay, what are our short-term and long-term goals? How much would be your target profit? 'Di ba? Naalala nyo sa BF, pinag-usapan natin yan, yung sa sales budget, right? So, kasama din yan sa pricing. How much should you earn to cover for your expenses that were incurred in producing the product? Siyempre, kailangan mong malaman kung gaano ba karami yung nagastos mo sa pagpoproduce ng products and services na yun para malaman mo kung magkano yung pepresyuhin mo. The next C that you need to consider is your customers. You should also consider if your customers would be able to and willing to pay for your products and services. So as we go through our PowerPoint presentation, we would be discussing what are the different pricing strategies that we can use. And then we should also consider our competitors. You take a look if you have the same products with them. Are they offering cheaper products than what you are offering? Kano kalaki yung price difference from your product to their products? Okay, so those are the 3 things that you need to consider when setting your prices. Now, let's talk about what are the different pricing strategies used in the business. Okay, actually, napakadaming pricing strategies na ginagamit, but we are going to discuss only, I think this is 7. Okay. The first and foremost that is being used in businesses or sa nag-uumpisang business is penetration pricing. This is wherein businesses offers low prices to the market to secure high volume. So again, normally ang gumagamit niyan is yung mga nag-uumpisa pa lang ng business, yung mga nag-introduce pa lang ng products and services nila kasi gusto nila na makilala agad ng market nila, malaki agad yung market share nila. Kaya ang gagawin nila, pag inintroduce nila yung products or services nila sa market, okay, mababa yung presyo na ipapatong muna nila sa products and services nila. So therefore, they are securing high volumes of sales. Okay? Next naman is market scheming, which is yung kabaliktaran ng penetration pricing. Okay? So pag sinabi naman nating market scheming class, this is wherein marketers or businesses introduces their products with high prices, tapos low volume lang. Okay, so high price, normally ang gumagamit niyang pricing strategy na yan, yung mga gadgets, 'di ba? Mataas agad yung presyo kasi mabilis ang life cycle ng mga gadgets eh. Okay, so syempre, since mabilis yung life cycle ng mga gadget, ah papatungan nila ng mataas na price kasi para mabawi agad yung mga expenses na ginastos nila. So the next pricing strategy is value pricing naman. So this is wherein marketers puts their prices in accordance with customers' perceptions about the value of the products and services. So normally, example niyan class is yung mga 'di ba sa hospital. So regardless kung how much you would be paying because you think that itong klase ng service na to is magpapagaling sa you would pay kahit gaano kamahal. Okay? So that's what value pricing is based on the perception. Okay, kung ano ba yung value ng products and services mo na yan. So another example pa niyan is sa mga museum. 'Di ba? May mga auctions, 'di ba? Highest bidder. O binibid nila, feeling ko yung value na yan, 'di ba? Yung value niyan, yung ganyan, yung pustiso ni Marimar o kung sino man yan, 'di ba? What 50,000 pesos. Eh kasi nga, that's value pricing. Okay? Next pricing strategy is psychological pricing. This pricing strategy is used to play on consumer perceptions. Kung nakikita nyo, ito yung madalas na ginagamit sa mga supermarket, hypermarket, para masabi na, ay, nakatipid ako. Okay, so yan yung mga 499, 999, 999.75. Diba sabi mo, ay, tipid! Pero pag bayad mo, 'di ba, ang sukli na lang sa'yo, 25 cents na lang. That's psychological pricing so that you would think na nakatipid ako, ganyan. Okay? Next pricing strategy is going rate. This is a kind of a pricing strategy that follows the pricing leads of rivals. Normally, gumagawa niyan is yung mga nasa oil company. Diba? Kung mapapansin nyo, kung sino yung leader, sinusundan nila yon. Okay, that's going rate. And then next is target pricing. Target pricing and cost pricing, lahat yan meron niyang computation. So target pricing, this is wherein you set a target para ma-reach mo yung profit level mo. Okay, so kunyari, sabi mo, objective mo is dapat by end of quarter, ang sales ko is 50,000. Okay, so kung 50,000 yung sales mo, divide mo kung gaano kadami yung magiging i-less mo muna yung mga expenses mo, 'di ba? 50,000 less your expenses. Yung natitira, i-divide mo yung products and services mo. Okay? So therefore, yun yung magiging profit mo. No? So nagsiset ka muna ng target profit mo before you would set the price. Baliktad naman siya sa cost pricing. Okay, sa cost pricing naman, all you have to do is to uh, actual AC is equal to total cost over output. Okay? So, siguro, discuss natin to further sa entrepreneurship. Most probably, madidiscuss nyo to sa entrep. So, for the meantime, I'd like you guys to focus really on penetration pricing tsaka market scheming. Okay? Pwede yan, iba-iba yung paggamit niyan dyan sa pricing strategies na yan. Okay? Kasi ito, um, puwede niyo siyang gamitan ng mga strategies in accordance to, again, yung three reasons natin or three things that we need to consider when setting our prices, right? So, pwede kang mag-penetration 'pag nag-uumpisa ka pa lang na product at matagal yung life cycle ng product mo. Okay, puwedeng sometimes they use target pricing pero mostly ginagamit cost pricing. Tapos with the other pricing strategies. Okay, so that is product and pricing, kambal yan. Next, let's talk about the next P, which is place or distribution. Okay, so yung first two, hindi siya madaling baguhin, eh. Hindi siya madaling kunyari yung product mo binebenta mo ngayon is, face shields. Okay, kunyari ikaw nagpo-produce ka ng face shields, right? So kinabukasan hindi puwedeng ano, ibang product naman brownies, gano'n. Ah, 'Pag place naman, puwedeng hindi ka magbago ng products and prices mo, nasa proper placement siya. Okay, so when we talk about place, this is wherein we make our products or services available to our target market. Okay? So, sometimes kung makikita nyo sa mga ano 'di ba, sa mga grocery stores, meron na dun sa aisle A, meron pa sa counter. Okay? Kasi again, proper distribution lang yan, proper placement lang. So kung hindi bumili sila doon or dadaanan nila, sabi nila, "Ay, tsaka na lang baka hindi ko naman kailangan." Baka pagdating sa counter, bigla nila maisip, "Sige na nga, bumili na ako, nandito na naman ako." 'Di ba? Placement. So may benta ka pa din, 'di ba? So bukod do'n, let's get into a bigger scope. Let's talk about the different distribution channels. So sabi natin, when we talk about placement, this is how we make our products and services available to the target market. Okay? So sino 'yan? Sino yung gumagawa niyan? Ang gumagawa niyan is yung ating mga distribution channels. Okay? These distribution channels are the ones who performs the work of moving our products galing sa manufacturers to the final consumers or our business users. Kinatandaan nyo, there are two different kinds of consumers. Diba? Individual consumers and business consumers. So pag individual consumer siya, tayo, yung mga nasa household, tayo mismo yung gumagamit ng products and services na binibili natin. Pero pag business users sila, bumibili sila ng products and services at ginagamit nila at binibenta nila pang business. Okay, please remember that. Now, let's talk about going back kung sino-sino ba tong mga nagmo-move ng products from manufacturers to the final consumers or business users. So we have six different channels or distribution channels. So the first one is the distributors, or they are the ones who is appointed by the manufacturers. So sinasabi mismo ni manufacturer na meron akong official distributor eh. Okay? So yan, sasabihin sila manufacturer mismo yung namimili niyan. Okay, kaya kung makikita niyo dun sa likod ng mga products niyo, basahin niyo, tingnan niyo nga kung meron kayong mare-reach na product diyan sa kaliwa at kanan niyo. Tingnan niyo kung may nakalagay na distributor. Okay, 'pag distributed by, yan. So sila mismo yung pinili ng manufacturer para sila yung mag-distribute from one region to another, making the products available to the market. Okay? Kung 'di ba naalala niyo yung scene kay Willy Wonka, yung sa Chocolate Factory? 'Di ba nakakita niyo, si Willy Wonka may sarili siyang distributor kasi nga yung mga Oompa yung distributor niya. 'Di ba nakita niyo lumabas yung mga trucks ng chocolates going to different regions, 'di ba? May nag-eroplano, may sa iba't ibang bansa all over the world. Yung mga trucks na yun yung distributors na tinatawag natin, appointed by manufacturer. Hanip sa example na Oompa-Loompas. Okay. Now, the next distribution channel that we are going to talk about is the wholesalers. Okay? So, pag sinabi natin wholesalers, this is the activity of persons or organizations that sells to those who buy for resale or business use. So, ito yung sinasabi natin na bultuhan. 'Di ba? Bultuhan kumuha. Sometimes what they do is that they go also directly to the manufacturer. However, they are not appointed by the manufacturer. Sila mismo yung pumunta sa manufacturer para bumili ng bultuhan at gawing pang business. Okay? Next is retailing. Ito naman yung activity that is involved in the sale of products or services directly to the final consumers. Okay, so sometimes pag sa retailing yan, ano ba yung mga different retail businesses na meron tayo? Okay? Ano nga ba ulit yung official capital daw ng Cavite. Yan, 'di ba? Ang ano na ngayon, official ah, Alphamart capital na daw ang Cavite City, 'di ba? Kasi ang dami nating Alphamart. Those are retailing kasi nga hindi naman siya bultuhan, hindi siya ah, wholesale, 'di ba? Retail lang, pa isa-isa, pa dalawa, 'di ba? Directly sa final consumers. Okay? So that's retail, 7-Eleven, Pure Mart, 'yan. Okay? Next is franchising. Ito naman yung madalas na nakikita natin ngayon sa mga FB kasi nga since yung mga businesses may iba na, 'di ba, may iba na kaya kung mapapansin niyo, 'di ba, may iba na nag-o-offer na ng franchising. Ibig sabihin they are also uh, magbe-business sila using the original business name of that business. That's what we call franchising. Kaya nga 'di ba may mga potato corner dito, may potato corner sa iba't ibang mall. That's what we call franchise. Okay? Because this is an accelerated method to expand distribution coverage through franchising. Okay, kung makikita niyo may mga businesses also uh, na nag-o-offer ng mga kunyari Siomai King, 'di ba sabi, "Be a franchisee even if you are at home." 'Di ba 'yun, franchise ang tawag do'n. Ibig sabihin, kukunin mo sa kanila yung you are going to use their name, you are going to use yung, products nila, 'di ba, yung, kung paano nila ilahat yung business plan 'yan, okay. Kailangan i-follow mo 'yun kasi franchise ka nila, eh. Kailangan kumbaga you are carrying their name. Okay? So, yun yung mga tinatawag natin na may binabayaran tayong royalties. Normally, ₱200,000 ang isang franchise eh. Okay? Next is direct selling. O nga pala, going back to franchise, I think if you guys were able to watch yung I forgot the name, yung sa McDonald's, I forgot the name of the business. That also talks about franchising. 'Di ba kung makita niyo ang daming nagsusulputan, 'di ba, mga McDonald's, Alphamart, that is what we call franchising, okay? Because again, it makes the products and services available to the target consumers. 'Di ba? O hindi ka na instead na pumunta ka pa sa malayong lugar, bumiyahe ka 1 hour, katabi mo na lang yung dapat mo bibilhan, 'di ba? Okay. Next distribution channel is direct selling. Okay, example ng mga direct selling class yung mga Avon, 'di ba? Yung mga Royal, yan. Because this refers to selling products directly to the consumer in a non-retail environment. Okay, non-retail environment, pinupuntahan ka bahay-bahay, 'di ba? House to house, yung mga nagbebenta ng encyclopedia, okay? That's what we call direct selling. Okay, instead of you going to them, they are going to you. Okay? Then of course, lalo na ngayon na nag-pandemic tayo, ang sobrang uso is yung the internet and home delivery. I'm not going to explain it any further. Everybody knows it already. Yung mga mobile applications, 'di ba? Na nagta-track ng order mo kung saan na, napunta na dito, kung pine-prepare na ba, 'di ba? That's what internet and home delivery is. Kaya nga yung ibang mga businesses, they are really connecting to kunyari mga example yung mga mobile apps, yung mga food apps, mga Food Panda, Grab Food, 'di ba? Yan yung mga Grab Food, wala naman yan sila sariling restaurant eh. They are becoming the middleman lang. The middleman to make sure that your food would be able to be delivered at your place. Okay? I forgot what this Korean drama is. I think kasi there was a point in my life na naghahanap ako ng mga Korean drama about business and there's actually very few. Then I bumped into this Korean drama kasi BSBA marketing management ako eh. And the title of the drama is something advertising. So that caught my eye and then I watched it. It's all about mobile application. Kaya if you guys have time, you watch that kasi kapag it's okay to use a mobile app kasi you are becoming a middleman eh. Wala ka namang product na ipoproduce eh, wala kang ma-manufacture. Kailangan mo lang i-ensure na yung mobile app mo is always updated, 'di ba? Okay, so those are the different distribution channels that you can use. So, pwedeng hindi ka magbago ng products mo, pwedeng hindi ka magbago ng presyo mo. It's just a proper person who's going to distribute your products. Okay. So the next P, which is my favorite one, is promotion. Okay. So these are all communication methods used by a company to inform both customers and prospects about your products or services. Okay. So sabi nga nung mga friends ko daw dati kasi nakikita ko, 'di ba sa FB ang dami nagrereklamo. Ano ba 'yan, mare? Post ka ng post sa mga binebenta mo, 'di ba? Eh wala kang pakialam. Sabi nung kumare ko. Wala kang pakialam. Kung ayaw mo, i-unfollow mo ko, sabi niya ganyan. So totoo naman 'yun. Okay? So kasi sometimes you just have to really promote your products and services. You have to advertise. Kailangan hindi ka na nananawa na mag-advertise kasi this is how you would be able to share with your customers kung ano yung mga available products and services na meron ka. Okay? So, what are the different promotion mix that we can use? So, we have advertising, we have sales promotion, personal selling, public relation, and direct marketing. Okay? So, all of this above components can be used in combination. Okay, so pwedeng advertising, tapos personal selling. Pwede kang mag-PR or public relation, tapos pwedeng sales promotion. Okay, pwedeng sales promotion plus personal selling. Okay, pwede yan, halo. Okay, depende dun sa promotional objectives na meron yung isang business. So first, let's talk about advertising. Advertising is a form of communication intended to promote the sales of your product so that you would be able to influence the public opinion or even to get political support or advance to upper. So we have the traditional and non-traditional advertising. Okay, so pag sinabing traditional, ito yung gumagamit tayo, di ba, ng mga television, radio, tapos mga newspaper, magazines, yeah. Pag meron naman non-traditional, this is with the help of, ano na, mobile applications, internet, etc. Okay, now there are things that you need to consider when we are talking about advertising. So hindi naman pwedeng nag-advertise ka lang. Okay, so syempre dapat meron ka ding mga dapat i-consider kasi kagaya na sa television, hindi pwedeng 5 minutes yung commercial mo. Kailangan mabilisan lang yan, 30 seconds, 60 seconds, same goes with radio. And doon sa 60 seconds na yun, kailangan na i-send mo yung message mo ng diretso. 'Di ba? Na message mo diretso, alam nung customer mo yung brand mo at alam din kung ano yung number na tatawagan or saan pupunta para ma-reach nila yung products and services mo. Isipin nyo, paano nyo sisiksikin yun in a 60-second commercial? Kasi pansinin nyo, naalala nyo ba yung commercial na sinabon ko lang ngunit cool? Bakit ganon? Sinabon ko naman, di ba? Maraming hindi nakakaalala kung anong brand yung ginamit, kung anong brand yon. Kasi the commercial was so emotional and they forgot na ay mas natandaan namin yung acting nung gumawa ng commercial na yun kaysa dun sa brand. So that is something that we don't want to happen. Okay? So therefore, these are the things that we need to remember when we are doing our advertisements. So we need to know we need to make sure that we know what to say. How are we going to say it? Saan mo gustong sabihin yon? Anong media ang kailangan mong gawin, gamitin? Kailan mo yon ipopost? Media scheduling. Okay, normally, very evident yan sa, um, kaya maraming gumagamit ng Facebook Insights. Okay? Gusto ko puntahan nyo yung favorite nyo na Facebook page or Instagram. Then, pansinin nyo tuwing kailan sila nagpo-post, anong oras, okay? How many minutes yung videos na pinopost nila. I'd like you guys to observe that and then you would see, okay, tuwing kailan sila nagpo-post ng mga advertisements nila because that's also part of the advertising mix. Again, syempre, not only the what, how, where, and when, how much are you going to spend? Budget is also important in marketing. Bakit? Kasi again, sales yan eh, 'di ba? And hindi naman tayo magkakaroon ng sales kung hindi tayo mag-a-advertise as well. Not unless your product is really known or ano siya, ano tawag dito? Self-selling product. Okay? Yung kahit hindi mo i-advertise, bebenta siya. Okay? How much are you going to spend? Kasi yung mga artists, mahal ang bayad dyan pag nagpapa-advertise ka. Kasi nga, di ba, ang tawag doon, ang daming ano niyan, ang daming, ano tawag doon, class? May tawag doon eh. Ang daming sponsors, 'di ba? Ang daming sponsorships niyan, 'di ba? Okay, kasi may budget 'yan, binabayaran diyan sila. Okay? How to measure? Of course, this is also one of the important things that you need to understand or remember when we are doing advertising. Kasi nga, 'di ba? Planning and controlling. So, why are we going to plan if we don't have any ways on how we are going to evaluate it? Okay, paano natin malalaman kung effective ba yung advertisements natin kung hindi naman natin siya i-measure. Okay? So, those are the things that you need to consider when we are talking about advertising. Okay? So, the next one is sales promotion. This consists of diverse collection of incentive tools, mostly short term, okay, so that it would stimulate quicker or greater purchase of particular products or services. Okay, please remember that Mr. Philip Kotler is the father of marketing. Okay, si Mr. Philip Kotler. Okay, so kagaya na nabanggit natin, sales promotion is shortly term in nature. Okay, mga example niyan, yung mga ginagamit para mabilis yung pagbenta ng mga products and services. Yes, yan, yung mga coupons, okay, sampling, contest, submit a photo and win, di ba? Mga refunds and rebates, yan. Para bumili ka kaagad ng products and services na yan. Kasi limited time lang yan eh. Kung makikita nyo, di ba? From December 1 to 15, okay, meron kang pwede kang mag-upgrade ng Coke mo or fries mo for 20 pesos, 'di ba? 'Yan yung mga mabilisan lang para, speed lang, 'di ba? Para makabenta agad sila. Okay, so 'yan yung sales promotion, mga buy one, take one. Okay, so those are all sales promotion. Okay, next is personal selling. Kung makikita yung picture natin, class, this is just oral presentation or conversation with our prospective purchases para makabenta tayo. So, kaya kung makikita nyo, di ba, may mga sales people talaga sa mga stores para ma-assist nila kayo. Okay, so pinipresent nila yung product, ganito po yung ginagawa ng products namin, ito po yung benefits, di ba? That's what personal selling is. Okay? And then the next one is public relation, wherein we create activities so that we would be able to ensure that the company would have a strong public image. Okay? So para saan ba yung PR? Okay? So to build brand awareness about our company so that it would also create interest about our company. We are also going to provide information about a company and then we would be able to also create a demand about our company. Ano ba mga example ng PR? Media relations, newsletters, nagpapa-news tayo, special events, nag-sponsor tayo ng isang event. Tapos syempre, meron din tayong mga community relation. Kasi it's also important that we have a connection with our community. Okay? Example niyan, 'di ba, si Ariel nagkaroon yan sila ng commercial kung saan pinapakita doon na yung mga daddies tinuturuan nila kung paano gumawa ng gawaing bahay yung mga boys. Kasi 'di ba normally kapag mommy, ang laging katulong si ate, si bunsong babae na kapatid. Kaya si daddy, tinuturuan niya ngayon si baby boy o yung kapatid na lalaki na dapat kahit lalaki ka, uh, house chores is not about it doesn't define any gender. Dapat kahit babae ka o lalaki ka, you know how to do at the house. Okay? So, that's what public relation, di ba? Nagkikreate tayo ng public image about our business. And then the last one is direct marketing, where it is consists of direct one-to-one connections. Okay? Carefully targeting individual consumers to obtain immediate response and cultivate lasting customer relationship. So ano ba yung example ng mga direct marketing? Yan yung mga guys, yung mga nagsisend ng email sa atin. Normally may mga call to action like call this toll-free number, click this link to subscribe. Yan. Kasi Ibig sabihin direct marketing, ini-email ka nila directly, tinatawagan ka nila directly, mga telecommunications, 'yan, sa phone, 'di ba? So, if you guys would wonder, mama na pong difference ng personal selling sa direct marketing. So, 'pag direct marketing kasi class, wala talagang ano, wala kang kaharap na tao. Kumbaga, it's just in the form of, email. Tapos alam niyo yung sa mga ano, sa mga magazines, 'di ba meron dun sa mga magazines, mga nakaipit, meron siyang mga coupon na fi-fill-upan mo, ng number mo, ng email mo, tapos ihuhulog mo, 'di ba? That's direct marketing as well. Personal din siya, pero parang wala kang nakakausap talaga na tao, walang kaharap. Okay? All right. So again, those are the different advertising mix. Sorry, promotion mix. We have advertising, sales promotion, personal selling, public relation, and direct marketing. So now we were able to talk about the first three P's in marketing. Actually, four na pala. So four P's in a marketing mix. So we have place, product, price, place, and promotion. Okay, so yun yung first four na kino-consider ng mga marketers. So mamimili ka kasi kung anong product, 'di ba? Anong klaseng product yung gusto mong i-introduce, 'di ba, sa mga target consumers mo, anong benefits ba yung pwede nilang makuha from there. We were also able to talk about which price are you going to use, 'di ba? Penetration ba, market scheming ba, psychological ba, 499, 9995, 'di ba? Or and then who is going to distribute your products? Are you going to use a distributor? Are you going to use internet of home delivery, 'di ba? Are you going to use retailers? Okay? And then we're also able to talk about which type of promotion are going to use so that your customers would be aware about your products or services. Okay? Combination ba yan ng advertising and sales promotion? Or combination ba yan ng personal selling, advertising? 'Di ba? Okay. Now next, let's talk about the additional three P's. Okay? Kasi again, hindi lang naman products yung gine-create ng isang business, right? We can also offer services. So additional three P's for service marketing is we have the people, process, and physical evidence. Okay? People, these are the staffs, the managers, the employees, okay? Human actors that delivers the service. Okay? So this is the first P for service business. Okay, so sila. So sometimes yung mga businesses, what they do is hiring pa lang, chine-check na nila kung kamusta ba yung performance nitong employee na i-hire nila para sa business nila. Sometimes what they do is that they train their employees to become excellent customer service providers. Okay, importante yan kasi sila yung mga frontliners, eh. Sila yung nagde-deliver ng service. So, kailangan may knowledge sila about sa products or services na ino-offer nila, 'di ba? I'm sure that you guys have already experienced, 'di ba, dun sa module number 2 natin na activity, yung bad customer service experience. Some of you, nabasa ko na ayaw niyo daw bumalik doon, 'di ba? Na may mga suggestions kayo on how to improve that. Therefore, you understand why people is also part of our seven P's. Okay. And then the next P is process. Okay. These are the procedures, mechanisms, or even the flow of activity and service of the delivery of the products and services. Okay. Mga queuing system. Yan. Mapapabilis. Diba? Yung serbisyo. Okay. Process. Kasama din yung mga mobile applications. 'Di ba? Sabihin nyo, ay, ang bagal ng serbisyo dyan. Ayoko. Pabalik-balik ako from cashier 1 to cashier 2. Sabi, pumunta daw dito, pumunta dyan. Pinagpasahan-pasahan na ako. Eh, ayoko na diyan, 'di ba? That's what process is. Okay? 'Di ba kaya nga ang daming may gusto ng Lazada tsaka Shopee. Bakit? Kasi ang bilis ng process. Umorder ka ngayon, 3 to 5 days, mare-receive mo na agad, 'di ba? And then the last class is, tingnan niyo ang Lazada, Shopee, I think wala naman silang products din na pino-produce, 'di ba? They are purely service. Connection between placement sila, 'di ba? Distribution sila, distribution channel, 'di ba? Sa internet sila, home delivery. Wala naman silang products na pino-produce, eh, 'di ba? They are a connection, middleman between the seller and the buyer. Okay? Next is we have physical evidence. This is the environment where service is assembled. Okay, example niya, mga delivery experience, communication methods, yung mga tangible commodities, yung mga brochures, letterheads, business cards, and even the physical facilities. Okay, sa mall, diba ang mall, bago ka naman pumasok sa loob, lalo na pag may sasakyan ka, kailangan may parking. Okay, anong sobrang bad impression 'di ba kapag mall tapos walang maparkingan. So parang ayoko na pumunta diyan, walang parking, wala akong maparkan, 'di ba? Yung mga restaurants na walang parking lot, 'di ba? Eh paano kakain yung mga customers kung wala tayong parking lot, 'di ba? Kaya nga si SM kung mapapansin niyo, lagi yan silang may parking lot. Okay, so physical evidence. Also, yung pagpasok mo pa lang sa mall, 'di ba? Pagpasok mo sa mall, nakita mo nanilimahid yung sahig, tapos amoy banyo, 'di ba? Hindi, ayoko na doon. It doesn't add to the experience. Kaya siya nga tinawag na additional piece for service marketing. All of those are also needed to be considered in our business. The people, our frontliners, the process, yung bilis nung business natin to provide the services to our customers. And then physical evidence, yung nakikita ng mga customers about your business. Okay? So those are the different the seven piece about our marketing mix that we need to use. Okay, we have people, price, product, place, price, and promotion. And then we have the additional three piece for service, which is people, physical environment, and process. Actually, there's another P, which is I'd like you guys to research about that. Okay? So, paki-research po kung yung ano yung additional P natin. 8 P's na siya talaga ngayon. So, kung sino yung maka-research kung ano yung additional P natin, may additional points siya sa akin. Okay? So, secret na kung saan yung additional points na yon. Okay? So, thank you so much, class, for watching our module number 5 lesson. See you guys in our asynchronous session. Bye!